Welcome to Denman, truly a place which has to be experienced to be believed. No other college provides the fun, friendship and opportunities to learn new skills and the chance to make new, lifelong friends, all within the beautifully luxurious country house setting. Denman is a vital part of the largest and most influential voluntary women's organisation in England and Wales, and has been entrusted with the task of enabling WI members of all ages and from all walks of life to broaden their horizons, develop new interests and inspire them to further endeavour. Denman plays an integral part in the WI, where members are brought together, new and challenging skills are introduced, and an enjoyable, fun and supportive environment is created. A gracious Georgian mansion with a variety of complementary modern buildings, Denman is set in glorious parkland 8 miles south of Oxford. In the 1930s, Marchant Park was sold to Mr. Berners, who renovated the house, adding the striking 19th century staircase and intricate chandelier still hanging in the drawing room. During World War II, Marchant Park was requisitioned by the Air Ministry, after which Mr. Berners sold the house and grounds to the NFWI. The idea of a college was initially considered by the NFWI during their first residential conference in Shrewsbury. There, guest speaker, Sir Richard Livingstone, himself a distinguished educator, president of Corpus Christi College, and later Vice-Chancellor of Oxford University, suggested that the WI might like to start a college of their own. In the 1945 AGM, it was agreed, and a year later, Marchant Park and its 100 acres of beautiful land was purchased for £16,000. It was named Denman College to commemorate Lady Denman's work as chairman of the NFWI for 30 years, and it was officially opened by Sir Richard Livingstone on 24th of September 1948. My earliest memory of Denman is leaving my 2 small children at home with my mother, who was a great WI member, and coming to Denman to learn how to make wine and make canapés.
Well, my earliest memory of Denman is when I came here for another event actually, and I drove through the gates and I just thought, wow, it's so beautiful, and it just had an aura of calm about it.
My earliest memory of Denman was when I first came here. I was welcomed at reception with open arms, made to feel really wonderful. And then my group came, who were really nice, and they knew it was my first time. And we, as tutors, have to speak to the entire assembly in the room at about 6 o'clock. And you have to stand up and say who you are and what you're going to do. And the principal was also new. So she said, I know how he feels. So that made me feel comfortable.
My earliest memory of Denman was when I was a speaker for the WI. Before 2011, for 4 years, I went around talking to WIs, and I heard about Denman and I thought, what is this place? And very often the ladies would be talking about the courses they'd done and the things they'd completed and showed the ladies, and I thought, yes, I'd really like to do that. I'd really like to go there.
My earliest memory is when I came as an NFWI staff member in 1997, and the minute I walked in I was made so welcome, and it just immediately, that lovely atmosphere that it has took over, and I just felt, I can do this. And then wandering around and seeing the lovely house and everything, it was brilliant. It was a real baptism of fire work-wise, but it was just lovely to see Denman like that. It was great, yeah.
My fondest memory is actually related to that first time, because during the winemaking sessions we went into the garden and picked mulberries from the tree and used them, and that is something that stays in my memory.
My fondest memory of Denman, although I have many, but one of them that sticks in my mind all the time, was a lady came on my Drawing for the Terrified course. Now, she had been told when she was 12 years old, there's simply no point in your carrying on drawing because you're rubbish. You'll never be any good at all. Now, we'd covered the curriculum by Sunday. It was a lovely day. The sun had come out, and I said, we could draw the cedar tree if you like. Well, this lady stayed all morning, came back with a finished drawing, which she put up on the wall, stood back, looked at it, and burst into tears because she was so moved. That is my most fondest memory.
I think my fondest memory is of doing yoga out on the lawn. We were looking towards the lake and we had to take our shoes off, so we were walking on the grass, and it was summertime, which was lovely and warm, and to hear the birds and just relax was absolutely fantastic.
I think all the members and non-members that I've met over the years and the staff members that have come and gone, they're so different, all of them, but they've taken away such a lot and given me such a lot. I've learnt from them as well as them learning from me. And I think that that's the nicest thing. So many of them have become friends over the years, which is brilliant. And that, again, is what Denman's all about, making new friends.
Denman provides a wide range of courses for members and non-members of the WI. With over 700 to choose from in the cookery school, craft school or lifestyle, there truly is something for everyone here at the college. Every year, more than 10,000 visitors take part in residential courses, day visits and special events. Denman also provides the training centre for the leaders of the WI and a place where new ideas can be carried out and passed on. Denman's programme has always reflected the ever-changing interests of members. As we enter our 8th decade and the programme of courses keeps increasing, Denman has created an exciting curriculum of workshops, lectures and demonstrations. No longer are there only 3 courses running at one time with limited student capacity. Denman now opens 7 days a week and can host up to 8 courses at any time.
I think Denman is unique because it's a non-threatening place to learn. It's just very supportive and people can work at their own pace and learn in their own way. And sometimes people don't come to Denman as the learning as the first thing. They come for the support of others and for the friendship of others. And I think that's what makes it different to anywhere else.
It is a place you can come to, not knowing anybody. You sit down at dinner the first evening and you sit and chat to other members. Not something you can do when you go into a hotel, where you are very much on your own. You're never on your own at Denman.
The thing about Denman, which I think makes it so unique, is that you can come here on your own. And there are very few places where people feel comfortable to travel to on their own. But here, when you come on your own, the moment you go through the door, you meet other people. You'll meet somebody on your course, you'll meet people at dinner, and you can just relax and enjoy it. And that's very special, I think.
The WI Cookery School was refurbished in 2009 and offers a wide variety of subjects from the traditional bread making and patisserie, along with some more unique courses such as fermentation and Moorish and Middle Eastern cuisine. Craft encompasses subjects such as art, enamelling and patchwork, but also more contemporary and unusual courses in silver clay and shibori bead embroidery. The lifestyle courses at Denman incorporate the broadest range of subjects which cover gardening, technology, music, history and literature. Most recently, fitness and health have been at the forefront of the new courses introduced, including yoga, tai chi and dancing. At first, Denman could only host 31 students at any given time. Now, Denman can provide rooms for over 80 visitors. Students also had to help with housework in the early days. But now, Denman has wonderful cleaning and catering teams on site to allow for guests to sit back and relax and focus on their courses. As encouragement to members in the present day, we need to look back at our predecessors and see the sort of vision that they had for the WI, taking it forward into the future, which is still very relevant. They had great foresight in 1947-48.
I would encourage members to support Denman by coming. The best thing they can do is come and book a course here. The other thing is for WIs. If every WI offered a bursary to members, we would be full all the time. And giving a bursary within your WI allows people to come who perhaps otherwise couldn't afford it. And it also gives them the impetus to make that booking.
Go home, spread the word, tell them what a wonderful time you've had, especially those people who've come for that first time, because they're the ones who've been apprehensive about coming, and then they can go back and tell their friends and their other members. It was easy peasy, it was great. I was on my own, it was wonderful. So I think that's the most important way to spread the word.
As well as the beautiful setting, it is the WI members and volunteers themselves that make Denman a truly unique experience. The warmth and attention given to the visitors sees them come back time and time again, and the care and support they receive is one of the memories that stay with them long after their visit. Denman continues to plan for the future to ensure that the variety and quality of its education keeps apace with demand. To the WI, Denman is a vital resource and one through which their members can seek and obtain personal development through learning.
Denman is really important for the WI and others because it offers such a unique place to learn things in a relaxed and comfortable atmosphere. I think taking up a new hobby at whatever age is really important for our brains and for our learning in general, and for our love of life to enjoy things. And that's something that Denman gives in a very special way. You don't get the same experience at an evening class. It's the whole experience here which makes it so special and so unique.
Denman is very important to the WI because it's a safe environment for them. It's a social environment. People come to make friends. They're also people who are bereaved. So it's a kind of a new step in a new part of their lives.
Denman's flexibility and ready for change is representative of the WI's innovative approach, continual development and progression towards meeting the lifelong learning needs of all its members and their friends and family. Those members who came to Denman in 1948 would be amazed at the college today. They would feel pampered by the ensuite bedrooms and the catering service, but most importantly, they would see that the variations in courses are reflecting the changing nature of women's lives. The vision of the founders has not changed. Denman has always and will continue to offer the best in adult liberal education.